G'day guys, welcome to my Xbox 50 video. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about Nrl's Round 21's predictions for 2022 guys, so let's get started. So starting off with this first game of this match, we see the Roosters going up against the Broncos. Now this one will be an epic clash. This one will be a very epic game, as well I can assume, because you want to know why. The Roosters are favourites on $1.60, and the Broncos are obviously not favourites on $2.35. This is remarkable. This one will be a very epic game of football, as what you can presume. The Roosters have been coming out with a really good record against this Broncos side, so you never know. It may change because the Broncos have been really good in the season, beating the Eels, but obviously losing against West Tigers. But now going up against the Roosters, it will be one tough game of football. But as I presume, the Roosters have obviously made a really good mark. They made a really good season of themselves, and obviously there's 3 changes going to on the side. So obviously no Lindsay Collins. That means Matt Lodge goes into that number 10 side for the team. Matt Lodge has been playing, I think, 5 games for the Roosters, and the rest of them for the Broncos and also the Warriors. So he's been playing the rest for the Broncos and the Warriors. So yeah, this one will be a very epic game. But also with the Broncos, Dean Mariana goes in the number 3 side, I believe. He's a first grader from obviously the Queensland Cup. A lot of the Queensland Cups go into either Broncos or the Titans. So yeah, that means he goes in obviously Broncos side. So he obviously will be playing in this game. So I'm going to go with the Roosters by 16 points in this game. This one will be a very epic game of football, but the Broncos will struggle in this game. The next game of this match, we see the Storm going up against the Titans. Now this one will be another epic game of football, as what I presume again. But the Melbourne Storm are on $1.15, and also the Titans are on $6.50. Titans will definitely not win this game at all. They've been struggling so much and heaps. This one will be a very epic game, as the easy decision will go down to the marquee. This one will have 2 changes in this game. No Nick Meaney and no Justin Olam, which that means Tyran Wishart goes in that number 1 side for the team, and Grant Anderson goes in that number 4 side for the team, because obviously no Justin Olam in this side. So this one will be a very epic game of football, as no Justin Olam, no speedster, no talent for this team, as Nick Meaney has got injured at the moment, so he won't be playing until probably the finals. So either this one goes down the wire, or the Melbourne Storm are just going to fall apart. So you never know, things might change, things might not, but I just do see the Melbourne Storm falling apart in this game in the upcoming season for the team. But this one for the Titans, another team that are falling apart too, because I obviously have got really good players, and AJ Brimson, Jaden Campbell, they're also brilliant too, scoring a couple of tries in the season. But the Titans aren't just a very good team at the moment, and I know for a fact that they are a really good team. They're just not settling in, not very good side for the team. But for the Titans, they will struggle in this game, and with $6.50 up against $1.15, I just see the Melbourne Storm will obviously smash the Gold Coast Titans in this game. But you never know. Things might change, things might not. But I'm going to go with the Melbourne Storm by 16 points in this game, and this one will be a very epic game of football. The next game of this match, we see the Manly Sea Eagles going up against the Parramatta Eels. Now this one, as last time when I went to the Manly Sea Eagles versus the Parramatta Eels, we got flogged. We got smashed. But not as in the flogging. We got beaten up in that match. and we don't have a good record against the Manly Sea Eagles in their home game. Because one time I went to Manly Sea Eagles game at Brookvale Oval, when it's used to call Brookvale Oval, but now it's called Four Pines Park. It wasn't very good for their stadium, and since they obviously upgraded their stadium, which I was thankfully relieved, they're just not a very good side, and they're just struggling at the moment, and they obviously do need help. But that's not on the negative side. That's my point of view. That's my opinion. I'm expressing my opinion. So if you guys go, oh, this guy's being negative to the Manly Sea Eagles, I'm obviously not. I'm expressing my opinion anyway. So if you guys think of that, you think wrong. But anyway, let's move on from that. The Parramatta Eels obviously have lost Mitchell Moses due to a finger injury anyway, dislocated finger. But as case of that, Jacob Arthur goes to that number 7 side for the team. He has been going to that number 7 side for the team as usual, since I know Mitchell Moses has, he obviously has no Mitchell Moses going into the side because he's obviously injured anyway. So this one will be a very epic game, but sometimes Jacob Arthur does really silly things, but I'm not saying any negative side for him. He may play good, he may play bad, but you never know. Footy is footy. But anyway, I'm going to go with my Parramatta Eels in this one by 6 points in this game, and this one will be a very tight game, but my opinion is the Eels will only just win by 6 points in this match. The next game of this match, we see the Rabbitohs going up against the Warriors. Now, in this match, the Warriors, as I recall in my last video about the Warriors, they haven't been very good of a team. As I do recall, they obviously have lost a couple of players, really good key players out there. But you still got Chanel Harris-Tavita, but I think he's obviously out for the side. But it's in the case of being a good quality team. They obviously are from New Zealand, yes. They obviously are Kiwis, yes. But they change a lot. And they are a very good team, as I do suspect. But for the Warriors, they still have Sean Johnson for the side for the team. And then obviously Reece Walsh goes into that number 1 fullback for the team. But in this one, for the Rabbitohs, obviously Alex Johnston, the world-class try scorer for the side for the season, and if he scores more than I expect, I reckon, for my prediction in this side, Alex Johnston will score 4 tries for the team. And this one will be a very epic game of football, as the Warriors are not a very good side. But in this one, the Warriors are on $7 and the Rabbitohs are on $1.12, as I suspect, but I'm not too sure if they are sustainably. But the Rabbitohs, I'm going to go with you guys by 28 points. Big margin, yes, that is a big margin. But in this one, the big margin hits, the big margin alerts. This one will be a very epic game, but the Warriors won't have a very solid game and they will struggle in this match. But this one for the Rabbitohs by 28 points in this game. The next game of this match, we see the Raiders going up against the Panthers. Now, the Raiders have been doing really good. They've been absolutely excellent for the team and for the club. The Raiders have been really good with obviously Jack White and obviously no Chante Nico Klokstad, which that means Tom Starling goes into that number 14 side for the team. And Chante Nico Klokstad hasn't been really good for the club. He's been doing excellent in the past, but I just find him soft and not a very good player for the team, as I do suspect him going into the Warriors team eventually soon. But I just reckon that for the club, for the team, the Raiders have been doing excellent, and the job well done for the Raiders. They're just absolutely a really good club and a really good side for the team. But as I do suspect, the Panthers, wow, the lost two the most really good key players for the side. With Nathan Cleary being suspended for the high tackle on Dylan Brown against the Eels last week, and Jerome Luai having a hamstring injury, so he won't be back until I think the finals, I do believe. So yeah, that's a bit of a big blow for Jerome Luai and Nathan Cleary. But obviously no Robert Jennings. That means Stephen Crichton is back due to a missing ear and an ear laceration. So yeah, this one has been a big blow for him. But anyway, I'm going to go with the Panthers on this one by 6 points in this game, and this one will be a very hard match. The next game of this match, we see the Sharks going up against the Dragons. Now this one, another key game, another really good match. The Sharks have been proving really well into their side, into their club and form into the season. The Sharks have been doing really well. With Nico Hines in that club, without him, no Sharks at all and no talent, because he does really good for the Cronulla Sharks because he's obviously a Central Coast boy for him. But for the Dragons, yes, they did lose against the Cowboys 34-8 in that game last week, but I just think that how the way they play that style of form is absolute detrimental. The Dragons, they've been not a very good team at the moment, and they need to do some really good effort if they want to win some games. But the Sharks have been doing solidly good. But the Dragons, they're just not a very good side, as I did say. But the Sharks, with Nico Hines, Matt Moylan, Will Kennedy, Sione Katoa, all those players there, they need to watch out for, because Sione Katoa is a really good finisher, as obviously on the wing for number 2 for the Sharks. He's been doing great so far for the Cronulla Sharks for the team. And also Matt Moylan has been doing great for the team also too, and Nico Hines really good, and William Kennedy. So in this game, I'm going to go with the Sharks by 34 points. A big margin for the side, for the team, and this one will go with the Sharks' way by 38 points in this game. The next game of this match, we see the Bulldogs going up against the Cowboys. Now this one will be a very epic game of football, but the Cowboys have been improving 100%, and I know for a fact that they are. Even with Chad Townsend, Tom Dearden, Scott Drinkwater, Jeremiah Nanai is an absolute brilliant player that scored, I think, 3 or 2 tries in last week's game against the Dragons. That the Bulldogs have been doing really good, but it's not going to be good enough if the Bulldogs struggle in this game. And I reckon they will turn up in their style of form to put some points on against the Cowboys. But it's obviously going to be a bit hard, because the Cowboys have been absolutely really good in their side for the team. But I just don't reckon that in this style of form, it's going to be a very good game if the Cowboys do lose in this match. But you never know. This one will go down the wire. I reckon the Cowboys will win. With Chad Townsend in that side, obviously Tom Dearden, Jeremiah Nanai, Jason Tamalolo, Reuben Cotter, all those players there have been doing absolutely excellent for the team. So in this style of form, I am going to go with Cowboys by 18 points in this game, and this one will be the Cowboys win in this game. So I'm going to go with the Cowboys by 18 points. And finally, the next game of this match, which is the West Tigers going up against the Knights. Now, wow, what a shit game this will be, because the West Tigers haven't been good, with Jackson Hastings now not playing for West Tigers now, since he has got a broken, cracked ankle that just blown me away and just horrifically inspired me and surprised me about it. And now Fanua Pole goes into that number 13 side for the lock for the team. And so this one will be another hard game, as the West Tigers are on $1.50 and the Newcastle Knights are on $2.60. This one will be a very terrible game. It won't be good because the Knights have lost Kalen Ponga for the side, and they're just not a very good team at the moment. And so in this style of form, the West Tigers have got Brent Naden, have got Dane Laurie, but if the Newcastle Knights do win, the West Tigers are shot. The West Tigers are out. And I know for a fact that they will, because two of these sides are not a grand finalist team for obviously both of each other. And so in this game, I'm going to go with the West Tigers by 12 points in this match, and this one won't be a very good game. This one won't be entertaining, but West Tigers by 12 points. Thanks guys for watching this video, guys. Stay tuned for more. We'll be doing a couple of videos coming to you guys soon. Also, I'll be doing more videos coming to you guys soon, so stay tuned for more. Plus, leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and for this video. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Till then, take care guys. Stay safe and have a good one. Plus, let's get up to 300 subscribers. Sitting on 271 anyway. So let's get up to that. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.